What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a response to this YouTuber called AppleKaster. So 5 days ago, this YouTuber named AppleKaster did a video called The Most Delusional People on YouTube. And in the video, it's him and his friends cracking jokes, doing commentary on some of my videos in my channel. Then they talk about Larry the Batman fan, then they talk about Brian Delivers You the Goods. Now I didn't even know about this video until tonight. An online friend, a YouTube associate of mine, Zach D Productions, he sent me the link to this video. And before I watched this video, I kind of knew what type of video it would be, because based on the thumbnail, the title, and looking at some of the other videos on AppleKaster's channel, I was like, this is probably going to be pretty similar to the stuff that like Rags would do, YouTubers like that, where they do commentary, make jokes about certain videos, them commentating on certain videos, I should say, or talking about certain YouTubers. That was the kind of video I was expecting this to be, and that's what it pretty much was. So I'm going to address everything they said about me in this video. I may talk about what they said about Larry the Batman fan and Brian Delivers You the Goods, but I'm mostly going to be addressing and talking about what they said about me. So, honestly, when I watched this video, I didn't really get mad or like angry, because the first thing I want to say is that, you know, it's I understand that not everybody's going to like your content. When you're a YouTuber and you make videos, not everybody's going to like your stuff. Not everybody's going to enjoy it. Some people will think it sucks and it's not good, and some people will like it. That's just how it is. And I'm fine with that. I'm not going to expect everybody to like my content and the YouTube videos I make. And it's clear that AppleKaster and his friends that are making this video, that they don't really care for my videos and they're not really into it, which is fine. Now, they cracked some jokes in the video, which some of the stuff I laughed at, when they were going over my freestyle video and stuff. I didn't really get upset at all. I'm trying to take something like this as best as I can, because, the more known you get on YouTube, the more known you get on the internet, you're going to have stuff like this made about you, stuff like this that exists. And plus, I give my opinion on other YouTubers and other things I don't like or things I like. So as far as I'm concerned, anybody else has the right to do it with me. So I'm trying to take it the best way I can, because if I want to get more known on YouTube, if that ever happens, I'm gonna have to get used to stuff like this. So not the main thing, but the first thing I want to talk about, one of the things they mentioned about my channel, and this is some criticism they had, is they talked about how, like one of the people mentioned how, I complain about not having a lot of subscribers and views, but I don't put any effort in my videos, which I disagree. I think I do put effort in my videos, because, some of the fun facts, I'll write down like fun facts about artists. Sometimes I have to do more than one take. Like this video, for example, I tried recording it a few times, didn't like it, it wasn't going well. So this is another take I'm doing, and I do multiple takes of recording. And so, personally, I think I do put effort in videos, but something I want to address, and something that I have a philosophy of when it comes to, I'm going to talk about this in two ways when it comes to what they're saying about how my videos don't have a lot of effort in it, and, I need to put more effort in my videos. I want to get more known. Now, the first thing I want to mention about this, before I get into what I'm going to say next, I do have some videos on my channel that have a lot of effort put into them and a lot of editing in them, but they actually performed worse than other videos of mine that didn't really have a lot of editing in them. I'll give you some of those videos as examples. My 3 videos, 5 Good Obscure Songs Part 1, 5 Good Obscure Songs Part 2, 5 Good Obscure Songs Part 3. I edited all those videos myself, put a lot of effort editing those, and they didn't really do that well views-wise. Or like my Top 5 Do Songs collab with the Flamin' 97 and Acid Roots, I had a friend of mine, Druid, he edited that video, made a thumbnail for it. Same thing with this other video I did called Top 10 Favorite Games. And a lot of these videos, they may have had a lot more editing in them and somebody else really doing detail work with the thumbnail and editing compared to most of my videos, but a lot of those videos I just mentioned, they didn't really do that well views-wise. They actually performed worse than some of my other videos. Like, for example, a lot of my rapper rants are way more popular than some of those videos I mentioned that had way more editing and just more put into them. So it kind of has me think this mindset, well, if I go all the way and put effort in terms of editing in my videos and doing that, what's the point in it if I already tried doing that with a few videos and it didn't really make a difference? My views didn't really make a difference or change doing that. Or like the Resident Evil movie review, I spent like 2 whole days editing that, and it didn't really do that crazy. So that's the first thing I gotta say about that. Second thing I gotta say is, I'm gonna say this in 2 ways. When it comes to YouTube, either as you watching videos on YouTube or making content, I think there's two different kinds of content creation, also two different types of content people watch on YouTube. Ones that more so where their personality shines through. It's a lot more straightforward, to the point, and that's what you're really getting. Kind of the kind of stuff I'm making pretty much. And then the other type is the more flashy, musical things put in there, editing, jump cuts, using clips from movies or stuff like that. I feel like there's different types of content creation. Stuff that has highly edited stuff in it that can have a good personality, and then the other stuff, the stuff I make, which is just more straight to the point, turn the camera on, talk, that's really it, not really a whole lot of editing. And in my opinion, I think there's a difference there between the two types of content. And the reason my content is like that and why my channel's videos are made that way is because it's the kind of YouTube I like and came up on and what I was influenced by. Before I created my YouTube channel back in the 2010s, I was watching certain YouTubers like Mondolino, Kane Bringing the Pain, and Dayasha Thirst. These were the kind of YouTubers I was watching. They were my main influences. And while like Dayasha Thirst had some editing in his videos, those three YouTubers, they mainly, what their style was, they would turn the camera on and they would just talk, and that was really it. They didn't have a lot of flashy editing, they didn't have a lot of jump cuts, or the lighting was all perfect. No, it was just their personality shining through, straight to the point, just talking on the camera. That's the kind of style I grew up on, and that's kind of what I based my style around. Me just turning the camera on, talking, and that's how I go about it. And the personality shines through. Another YouTuber that's a good example of this is Rambo for Life. He just turns the camera on and talks. He's an entertaining movie reviewer, and he doesn't have as much editing done in his videos, really that much, compared to like someone like Chris Stuckman or Jeremy Johns, but I enjoy his channel more than those guys because Rambo for Life goes in depth with his videos, and he even says it himself that, he can repeat himself a lot and all that stuff, but that's his style. So, like I said, I'm fine with AppleKaster and his friends not really caring for my content, but I make it this way because this is the kind of YouTube I grew up on. This is the kind of style I like. I don't mind the editing type videos. I think some of the videos where they're highly edited and YouTubers that have that high editing style and stuff, I like that kind of stuff too, but that's not the kind of YouTube I grew up on. So that's why I make the content the way that I do. And like I said, I did have videos edited. You guys can look at people I'm responding to, AppleKaster's friends. You can look at my 5 Good Obscure Songs videos, top 5 do songs, top 10 favorite video games. Those videos were edited by my friend, really good thumbnails, and they flopped, views-wise, flopped. So I don't really think I don't really think I would agree with y'all saying that more success would come if I put more effort in my stuff. Because, I think for me, and with YouTubers as well, something that really matters to me with videos is personality and presence. That's like the main thing that I feel like matters for me watching YouTube videos, watching YouTubers. Somebody has to have an appealing personality. They have to be entertaining on the camera in order for me to enjoy it. Because, for example, I found this one YouTuber, I forgot his name a while ago, but he had a really good camera, really good mic quality. But he just was boring to watch. He did not have an entertaining personality. Or like Young Rippa, he's very boring to watch in my opinion. He's got better quality than I do, but he's boring. His personality really is not that interesting to me. So yeah, it's like that basically. Trying to remember exactly what I was saying. I was talking about the way I make content basically. And yeah, back to what I was saying. Now I remember. Sorry. Like I said, the main thing I think matters is your personality and what you bring to the camera. And that's kind of what I watched and looked for in YouTubers and YouTube videos. And that's what I bring to my videos, And that's what I got to say about the editing side of things, and that's what I got to say about that stuff. And I think, like I said, at the end of the day, with that in mind, I think that, like I said, there's a difference and there's a different way of making content. Some people like the high quality editing stuff where everything's all flashy and there's editing, there's jump cuts all the time. But some people like the more straight to the point, turning the camera on, just talking, not really a lot of editing. Some people like that style, and then some people like the other style. And it's clear that, like I said, AppleKaster's friends don't really like that straightforward style that I do. And that's the style I do. Now, some of the other stuff I'm going to address that they talked about in the video is they talked about, like, they mentioned one of my live streams, bug on my hand. fuck off, mosquito or something. Anyways, they were talking about one of my live streams where I was sitting there playing the game. Now, in that live stream, I don't expect most people to understand this, but those live streams where I'm sitting there playing the game or doing something and it's muted, I'm not talking to the chat, that's something I do as one of my tools for staying away from my addiction. And for AppleKaster and his friends, I don't know, an addiction that I struggle with is a porn addiction. That's an addiction I struggle with. I struggled with that for years and years. And one of the ways I stay away from it is when I'm alone and isolated and there's nobody around me and I want to play the video game or listen to music without being isolated and, you know, not being triggered to use the addiction, I'll live stream myself. It's worked really well, and that's why I do it. It's not meant to entertain people. I don't expect most people to understand it, but there's the explanation for it. The live streams where I do talk to people, I put act in the title, and they say JackalGoldKick is live. If it just says live, then it's going to be me just streaming myself doing something as a way for me to stay away from my porn addiction, because one of my triggers for the porn addiction is isolation, being isolated for long periods of time, wanting to use that addiction basically. So that's the explanation for the live streams and why I do them the way I do them. And yeah, I'm trying to think of some other stuff they said in their video about me. I mean, they were, you know, cracking jokes about me, giving commentary. Like I said, I didn't really I tried not to take it too much to heart, and I tried to take this the best I could, because like I said, the bigger you get on YouTube, the more known you get. You're going to have stuff like this. You're going to have people say things about this, or say things about you like this, I should say. And, you know, when I saw the video, I was like, I must be getting more known on YouTube if I got videos like this being made about me. I must be making a name for myself now, and I have rags type YouTubers, that style, making videos about me pretty much. But one of the things that does kind of confuse me is one of Apple, what's his name? AppleKaster. One of AppleKaster's friends that has like a bird profile picture. I remember seeing him on my Kid Cudi Fun Facts video, and he left a comment on that video saying, you know, these are interesting fun facts. He was positive there. But then he's turning around and clowning on me and stuff in this video. It's like, what is that about? You know, that's something I don't get either. It's like, he had something positive to say about me in the Kid Cudi Fun Facts, but then he turns around and clowns at me in this video. And him, like I said, I just looked at it as him and his friends just goofing off and making jokes about certain stuff on the internet. That's all I looked at it as. I didn't think it was anything too serious or personal. They weren't attacking my family. They weren't, you know, doxing or anything crazy like that. You know, I didn't really get too mad about it. So yeah, I just looked at them as cracking jokes and making commentary on the stuff I make. And like I said, they don't like my stuff, that's fine, but I make my stuff the way I make my stuff because this is the kind of YouTube I grew up on. And also, you know, I'm passionate about YouTube. You know, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy making videos. And, you know, it's like when I think of things in life that I want to do, this is the main thing in life that I really have a passion for and really want to do at the end of the day. So yeah, I think that's everything I need to say about what they said about me in their video about me, AppleKaster and his friends. Yeah, and one of the things they said was to clean my camera, which I think that's objectively incorrect, that they said that more than once. I need to clean my camera, because that Logitech webcam I used, I looked at some of the videos where they said I should clean the camera. I looked at that camera, it didn't look dirty to me. And I'm surprised that, you know, there's even issues with that quality for him, because that's better than some of the other phone quality I've used in the past. You know, but I mean, like I said, the camera didn't really look dirty to me, you know, when I looked at some of the videos. But yeah, another thing I guess I would say is I don't really see how I'm delusional though. Like how I'm one of the delusional people on YouTube, because I've gotten 1,000-something subscribers. I've had people watch my videos. And this year alone, I've made like 100-something bucks. And then I made 100 again, first time in a year. Usually years before this was just 100 a year. And, you know, I've gotten decent amounts of views on videos, but obviously I have said this before that I want to be bigger on YouTube. So I have to be doing something right if I have some people that do like my stuff and do enjoy my stuff. And I have made money off this, and I had made collabs and all this stuff. But, at the same time, I am acknowledging that there's always gonna be somebody that doesn't like your content, and there's always gonna be people that don't really care for what you do. And I'm fine with that, because hey, as far as I'm concerned, AppleKaster's friends, they have a right to do this because I talk about YouTubers, I talk about rappers. They're giving their opinions and what they gotta say about me, just like how I'm doing in this video, just like how I do with other types of videos. And then I wanna say to my subscribers, don't go over there and attack them or attack their video. They told people not to do it to me and the others in their video, which I respect that, so I wanna give the same thing back. Now in terms and one more thing I do wanna address real quick is when they were going over my freestyle rap video, I never really took rapping seriously, to be honest. I mean, growing up as a kid, I was really into the rap thing under my name Jordan Kane. At first it was Orochi X, then I changed it to Haley Holocaust, then I made it Jordan Kane. And in that rap song, or not rap song, but back when I did make rap songs, I would write lyrics and, I feel like it was just a phase, really. I was rapping, but looking back, a lot of it was bad. It was just me rhyming lyrics. A lot of times it didn't even make sense. I would record them off my TV, but I was never really super passionate about it like I was with YouTube. So the rapping thing, I don't really take it serious. It's like a joke thing, when I did that freestyle rap thing, just it's kind of like the sort of one of the humor styles I have, kind of based off of like the stuff 3 Pac was doing and people like Dasha Thirst, where they do like crazy type of humor or joke troll type stuff, basically. But yeah, I never took rap all the way serious as a career, which is why I never really did much with it as years have passed. Then the other thing I want to address that they said is they talked about how one of them mentioned how this guy must something only like listen to Eminem, and it's like that's not even true. Like I may be a fan of Eminem and like his music, but there are plenty of other rappers that I listen to as well, and there's people I place above Eminem. If you look at my top 10 rappers video, there's plenty of rappers I put above Eminem. There's other rappers I listen to like JB, Russian rapper, Tuzin, Chankster, Olet, Fix Craven, Rob Level, Hobson. There's other rappers I listen to besides Eminem. And, a lot of the rappers and music I like and listen to is a lot more kind of obscure, but that's what it is. So, yeah, I think that's everything that they had to say about me in their video. I'm just making sure I got everything addressed that they said about me in that video. Yeah, like I said, it was just basically what I said. I don't want to repeat myself. And that is something else they mentioned, which, yes, I do have a tendency to repeat myself sometimes. But I think the reason that happens is because I do have OCD perfectionism. So sometimes I kind of feel like I have to say something more than once or say it in a certain way. And since I don't edit my videos, can't really get rid of the, repeating myself. Now, as for what they said about Larry the Batman fan and Brian delivers you the goods, I mean, I'll let them mostly talk about what they think of how they were talked about in the video. With Larry, I mean, I did notice some of his videos, I could only hear it in one headphone, not the other. Maybe it's because he covers like the thing or something, the speaker on the phone. And they were just like cracking jokes about the Larry stuff. So I don't really think they were getting too personal or really attacking Larry like that. As for Brian delivers you the goods, what they said about him was basically how, you shouldn't make enemies if you have 1,000 subs and stuff. But I didn't really understand that part about how, you have 1,000 subs, you're already doing the beef and making enemies is not good. It's like, well, they didn't really explain how that was a bad thing because, you know, I don't know. I didn't really get what they were meaning by that because there's plenty of big YouTubers that talk about drama, talk about beef, that get into beef with each other, and it don't really hurt them at all. I mean, there's even certain YouTubers and certain people that have gotten more success from beefing with people, from having an issue with somebody. So I didn't really fully understand what they were getting at in that part. But at the end of the day, what I want to say for this response to AppleKaster video is, that's what I got to say about it. That's what I got to say about it in my response video to him. I would have been filming this in my house with the mic and camera, but I live with people at my house, so I'm just not able to film there at the moment. I had to come film outside. It's like around 1 or 2 a.m. nighttime when I'm filming this. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about that video. I mean, at the very least, if I get jokes made on me in this, at least I actually get credited, you know. I'll give AppleKaster and his friends credit for that. Thanks for actually crediting me and showing my name in the video, because there was another video I was made fun of that I did not get any credit, which sucked. Back in the day, there was a extreme cringe compilation by Sir Cringe, where one of the clips, which is like the second clip around the 40-second minute mark, I was in there. And the video has like 800,000 views, but sadly I was not credited, which sucks because I got gained so much from that. But yeah, that's all I got to say in this video responding to AppleKaster. Yeah, peace out. And you know, if they do watch this or respond, something I am curious about from y'all is I want you to explain to me, if putting more effort in videos, editing and stuff would get me more known, then how come those videos I mentioned earlier where there was editing in there, why didn't they take off? Why didn't they have a lot of success? Definitely would like to see them answer that, because like I said, those videos flopped compared to some of my videos that didn't really have any editing. But anyways, I'm talking too much. Gonna end the video now. Peace. Link in the description to the video if you want to go see it. And but it's a win-win, you know. They'll get exposure from me making this video, and they gave me exposure with this video, so peace out. All right, so there was two things I forgot to mention that was mentioned in AppleKaster's video that I'm going to be talking about, which is the merch thing, and then them talking about like me being a furry or something. So with the merch thing, I didn't make the merch. I simply just said, hey, take my logo and put it on there. Zach D Productions, I saw him do merch and I didn't know anything about merch, so I hit him up and asked him about it, and he said, contact this guy, he knows how to do the merch thing. So I contacted him, I had him make the merch, and I said just put this stuff on it, and yeah, that was basically that. And as for the furry thing, I mean, this is another moment where somebody has accused or said like I'm like a furry or something because of like my profile picture. If this continues, I may have to change my logo because people may get the wrong idea. But the reason for my profile picture arts is because the idea behind it was supposed to be me, but as a jackal animal wearing a black baseball cap with a chain and a shirt with my name right there. That was the idea of it. I'm not a furry. I mean, I don't have anything against furries, but I'm not a furry myself. So just some extra stuff that I forgot to mention that was mentioned in AppleKaster's video. But yeah, that's it for this video. Peace out. Yeah, I know I keep adding on this video, but I don't use scripts. I go off the dome. It's my style. So at the end of the day, I think, you know, they had criticism in there that's valid. I mean, some of the videos I made, you can hear the fan in the background. Some of my really older videos, you can hear people in the background. But sometimes those are just things I didn't take into account. Those are just things I didn't really consider. Maybe I could consider it from now on, at least with this one, because at least with this video I tried to, because I was filming it earlier in a different area outside, but too many cars. So, you know, maybe I could take that in consideration. I mean, I think the quality's improved with the microphone, and I think the visual quality is improved with the Logitech I use. I mean, the best camera I had was in 2017 when I made videos like 21 Savage Rant and stuff, but I lost the charger and I like broke the battery of that camera, or I did something to it, and it just, I don't know, it needs like some new parts or something. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have a big studio with like nice looking lights and all that stuff, but if I were to edit every single video I put out, it would take a lot of time on my own. You know, I don't have people that can do it for me on a frequently basis. I sure as hell can't afford to pay a bunch of people to constantly edit my videos, and I have like this revolving thing where I can constantly put out videos that are edited on a frequent basis. And if I were to do it by myself, it would take a very long time. And honestly, I hate editing videos. I do. I like making thumbnails. I do. But I hate editing videos. I do. I don't enjoy it at all. So that's another reason I don't really edit my videos like that, because I hate editing videos. It's a pain in the ass, honestly. If I could have someone else do it in the future, have enough money for it, that'd be cool. But the way I see it, I've tried having videos before edited. They didn't make a difference in views. And, you know, like I said, I get some of the criticism, but you know, gotta have money for that stuff. Gotta have money for one of the best cameras you could get. Gotta have money for amazing lighting and all that stuff. I do the best I can with what I have, but you know, I will take some of the criticism to account. You know, like with newer videos I make in the future, I'll try to have less like, you know, interfering background noise. And then, you know, I feel like my quality's improved in terms of my mic and visual. But editing, I don't know if I can promise that being something that I incorporate full time, because I fucking hate editing my videos. I can't stand doing it. It's not fun, man. And it's like this one guy I know named Infinite Retro said it. You spend all day editing a video and it gets shit views. He's basically like, kiss my ass. I'm not doing that. And I agree. I'm not gonna sit here and edit a bunch of videos that I make when I'm not even gonna do that well. Fuck that shit, man. I don't really see the point in it. So, you know, the way I see my personality is what shines through. The reason I keep walking back and forth is I'm trying to have decent lighting here because it's dark out. But anyways, I believe that's everything I needed to address to AppleKaster's friends. Don't really have any real hatred for you guys, you know, because there was no personal attacks from you, and I try not to do any personal attacks from my end. You're just giving criticism, cracking jokes, stuff like that. You know, nothing too serious. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully, I don't have more to say. Peace out.